of life, ain't it? So, you know, most people, when they get called to the stage, they be like, most people when they get called to the stage, they be like, hey, my name is, you feel me? But you know, when you're the person that has to put the stage together, it's not the same shit, okay? So you gotta have to watch out. But, you know, I got a lot of haters, you feel me? Still haven't introduced myself because my haters been trying to run with a fake FBI file, you feel me? So I've been trying to be like, wait a minute. Just to be lame. Lame means, you feel me, spoiler. So I'll be like, wait a minute. The FBI don't even got me under that goddamn name. This nigga's trying to jump me. You know, someone be like, he's crazy. Like, you feel me? Oh, like those are superheroes that are about to come through. You feel me? Or, you feel me? That's the big brush problem or something. They be like, I'm like, that. If I go and slap a bitch, that name is not gonna put, oh, he gonna slap the bitch. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm just trying to figure out. You know that means you plotting against me, right? Because all I gotta do is go by my real name. And this is how you know it, you feel me? This is how you know it's bad. This is how you know it's bad. I can't even make a nickname. No. You're our plot. So you know, this is the biggest part of everything. That means a lot of people stink. You feel me? A lot of people, woo. You feel me? Because, you feel me? Like I said, they'll be like, oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's amnesia. You feel me? I guess, you feel me? I guess amnesia is a superhero or a gangbanger. But I didn't know amnesia was a person that beat people's ass. And now you can't talk about your soul. So that's what they say amnesia means, you feel me? I'm like, amnesia? I'm like, any of y'all got amnesia? You feel me? People be like, who remembers their childhood? Who remembers single digits? I'm the first person to be like, don't know about, want to talk about it. I don't like that smart kid, you feel me? So, you know, how you know I'm an old soul is because, you know, I like movies like the Newsies, you feel me, Grease, because now every time I talk, people think that I'm trying to come off with a, you know how superheroes have their word, don't fear, justice is here, you feel me, Newsies, you feel me, and that's why I like superheroes. I always bring up superheroes because, you know, they keep it real, they keep it still there. And I'm like, you know, if I'm not your friend, I'm not about to be talking about no, don't fear justice. You're not saying that to those people, okay? So this is the bigger problem. So say this is what I do when I'm just around people. I make sure people can correct me. I'm not, you feel me? So I get yelled at when I kept the whole open goddamn diameter radius land to correct me. So I walk up, people's waiting for me to say, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct. You feel it got to the point that I don't even say that shit. So niggas, it's like niggas just press play on PlayStation or some shit. That's the clout of me not even going by my real name. It's like, correct me if I'm wrong. You feel me? And that's the people like PlayStation. And I'm like, wait a minute. You can't change the sandbox of the goddamn game. The game is correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. You cannot put me under another name and then think the people's not gonna approach me like the ancestor of the default name. Okay? And this is what really make it bad. So like I said, how do you get called a name that you're not even filed by the FBI by? You feel me? You feel me? And you feel me? A nickname. You feel me? Maybe nickname. Maybe alias. You feel me? Maybe you have a kid that acts just like you. So you feel me? All these things. You feel me? So, you know, in the end, the name is just like, the FBI has a file from the beginning of time that the world was advanced. You feel me? They got the FBI the reason why the FBI is gonna always never falter is because they have Komet. You feel me? And everybody knows Komet dealt with contracts as in pedophiles. You feel me? Pedophiles was the first people in contracts. You feel me? To get the word pedophile out of a code red, you feel me? It was like police, you feel me? So if you was watched by the pedophiles, you feel me? People, that's why I was like, oh, you're crazy, oh, you're a pedophile, you feel me? So, or you're a molester, you feel me? And then people start running with it. Don't worry, I'm a molester. So yeah, so you feel it. Oh, so I'm an old soul. You feel me? So when they call me the name, it's like the FBI file got what every name's been hand me down by. You feel me? So if you was calling the person, you was calling them the hand me down name, or you was calling him why that name got clout? Because in the end, you feel me? It's either you're saying the person's protected, or they about to do something about it. You feel me? But I'm just like, who cares, right? Like, how did I get in this whole blunder of not being like? How did amnesia? Don't worry, I got amnesia. How did I get in this blunder of walking around like, correct me if I'm wrong, you feel me, as my Superman slogan, and you feel me, people just use me like an analog stick because they're looking for people to try to, you feel me, and I get in the void of people not being able to play the game. That, you feel me, I guess they think it's a boss battle now, and I'm like, how? You feel me? Oh, that's not funny. It's not funny. Of course it's not funny. How? You feel me? How? You feel me? So after moments after moments of glowing, and everybody else gotta be on their P's and Q's with the FBI. But I can run around with a fake name. Let me tell y'all something. This is the more crazy part. Alright, any of y'all been upheld before? So let me tell y'all how I'm old school, you feel me? Correct me if I'm wrong, right? So, being upheld is supposed to be a 48-hour thing. Y'all remember those days, right? Being upheld was a 48-hour thing. And the FBI, and in that 48 hours, you got hit up by Black House, White House, whatever house of the presidency, because now different planes don't exist. How badly they trying to plot on me with another name. Hit you up and tell you your charges, who you can't follow, where you can't go, and nobody has to tell you. Okay, you have to be grown and listen. You feel me? So 48 hours, you get for 48 hours, then it's time for you to go back to where you came from. You feel me? I guess they're saying it's still Africa still do that or some shit. I don't really care about what people say. The people that listen, I feel they web link. You feel me? They wave link. So, the main thing also, you feel me, right, people? That you can sue somebody under any name, right? You can sue someone under you feel me? Because you don't want to be followed. So if you suing somebody and you getting a restraining order, you're saying this is what this person can call you. You feel me? They can't call you no other alias after that. So, I called up the military number, you feel me, 911. I called up military's number. They transferred me to people the military didn't want me to talk to because they wasn't about to help me. But, I guess I'm about to help the military. And after, consistency of people knowing that they're in trouble, I told them, like, look, y'all, this is, like, you feel me? Like, I got a big-ass mission. First of all, that's not my name. You feel me? And I was like, I really don't have to elaborate after that. You feel me? Y'all supposed to work, but they just like this is what they like. Now they trying to act like superheroes, put their hand on their hip, like. And I was like, well, what else do you want me to say? So now they trying to play the correct me if I'm wrong game, and I'm like, okay, let's play. You feel me? I'm great at this game, right? Okay, so of all the people that play the correct me if I'm wrong game, they trying to play the correct me and wrong game. So I start talking about all this other stuff of how you feel me, how they can sense the FBI and all, how everybody can sense the FBI, and I don't have to be intentional. You feel me, with the FBI and stuff like that. You feel me? It's like I'm in a lounge. So, then he said, have you been upheld under a name before? Like he's trying to help the FBI out. And I'm like, yeah. I was just talking about that. You feel me? I remember I called them now. He said, what's the name? I just was like, So then he came back, didn't see nothing under me, and said he's locking me up for false name. the fuck? I said, didn't I tell you that? No. Bitch, don't talk to me like we in therapy or in a relationship. What the fuck you mean, no? You work. You're working for me, bitch. Don't be like, no. Like we best friends and getting back together or some shit. You feel me? That's how you know the heat wave got laid on him. I'm like, bitch, don't tell me no. Like, what the fuck? Especially the way he tried to say it, but it was so far from the truth. That's what you feel me? So you know, that's what I've been going through. I'm like, I'm just looking around like, what in the hell of Cinderella, Harry Potter stories? But I'm Dumbledore. You feel me? It's like Dumbledore in Harry Potter's spot, right? And he's in Harry Potter's. You feel me? He's in Harry Potter's room and everything, cause he's trying to make sure Harry Potter don't go through. He's trying to make sure Harry Potter don't go through none of that cold red shit that he had to get saved to go to Hogwarts and know that he got to check. You feel me? So you know, if Dumbledore is in Harry Potter's spot, we don't need to worry about if he got to check. You feel me? We don't need to worry about how he's going to get to A to B. You feel me? Once they leave Harry Potter alone, then Dumbledore's gonna skedaddle. But nah, you feel me? It's just goddamn Cinderella Harry Potter story with Dumbledore in his spot, and Dumbledore's goddamn graying up and shit, and I'm like, and they about to approach Dumbledore like, you're Harry Potter, boy. If you don't, shut up. So yeah. So this is where it really gets funky, okay? Cause you know, like I said, this is not supposed to be funny. You feel me? But you know, I guess I'm a great boxer. I'm about that life. You feel me? So we can laugh like, woo, these niggas gonna get their ass whooped. Cause you know, we talk about me getting jumped now. You feel me? This whole story is about people saying, ain't nobody about to save me from this ass whooping. That's what this is all about. And I'm like, well, what if I want to fight? It's like, no. You can't fight. I'm like, but Harry Potter was cold, and we talking about Dumbledore. We know Dumbledore can fight, so it's just like, which one is you choosing? Like, so who are we talking about can't fight? Okay, you feel me? Who are we talking about can't fight? The people talking about jumping? Because if I tell you I'm Kunta Kinte, and you trying to say I'm Toby, you talking about jumping me. Right? Because I'm not in that phase of, you feel me? Kunta Kinte just made me know, I'm not going to wait to this predicament. You feel me? Like, got me messed up. So you know, just to put two and two together, as we gonna use the haters to confirm we talking about a fight. So it's like this. I'm about to speak in general, you feel me? But once I speak in general, I'm, you feel me, the example. So if an owner owns something, right? And the owner tells you to get off his land, you feel me? and the owner punches you in the face, stomps you out, then throw you outside, you feel me? What's gonna happen after that? Nothing. All they had to leave with their ass whooped, you feel me? And a restraining order for not listening to the owner say, get the fuck off my land. You feel me? That's it, bitch. The fuck is that? What the fuck is that thing? Like I was about to say more. Like what the fuck? You feel me? Y'all get what I'm saying. If the owner comes and says, I'm sorry, I don't need a tenant no more. Get off my land. They'll be like, I got 3 months. And in the paperwork it says I can come back when I want. No, fuck that. I can beat their ass. Even if I didn't put it in the paperwork, then they have an alibi to be like, you gotta take it to court and say you want us off our land now. And then they're gonna be talking about some why. And in the end, the owner still wins because he don't need a why. He came back. They not taking care of the land the way he would. You feel me? And this is where people take people's politeness for granted. So once again, you know, I'm a comedian. So it's like this. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with everybody, okay? That's part of me being an old soul. You feel me? So if I've never approached you, you can use, well, you haven't approached me about me with this subject in a minute, or you never have, you feel me? These people that I'm talking about cannot say that. I radiate, glow, tell them, do better 24/7, okay? So we got to the point that it started stinking so badly that they couldn't hear my do better. You feel me? It's like, but this is how you know I've been telling people to do better, right? I've been telling people to do better so long that they shrug. I'm like, bro, you stink. They're like, what? What you shrugging for? You was just walking around like Mr. and Mrs. Clean. Now you shrugging that you stink because you didn't make the goddamn audition? That's nasty. So, you know, like I said, if an owner, this is why some people talking about jumping. So, you know, I might be the Avatar, the Last Airbender or some shit. Or, you know how video games have hairs that have to figure out about their ancestors. Remember, I'm not Harry Potter, I'm Dumbledore. So, you feel me? You feel me? The parent, you feel me? If people want to take Dumbledore out of it, like, he's not, Dumbledore isn't part of it. Oh, shut the fuck up. It's an analogy. Like, damn. So yeah. So, you know, I go outside, and people think because my senses is off the charts, but at the same time invisible, they can be oblivious to my common sense. So, you know, I go outside, and it's goddamn shining outside. This little light of mine. You feel me? People want to pull over me like, hey, yo, how you doing? I'm like, I was just told I stink. The owner don't stink. You feel me? Got me sounding like Tarzan. Me, Tarzan. So you know, then, you know, it got to the point that I'm really raging war against my own common sense, like these stank ass people is. So I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And it just, I'm trying to not fight. You feel me? I'm not trying to get in a fight or nothing like that. So, you know, I'm like, you know, fuck it. I can fight. I can fight. Like, niggas only hit me ready to apologize. You feel me? Like, Siri not accidentally hit me. Siri, like, that's how much I can fight, and I'm scary. Niggas will hit me or want to threateningly hit me, like kill me, hit me, but ready to have an alibi. Instead of be about that life and be like, yeah, I hit you. They ready with an apology for hitting me. So I can fight. So I'm outside like, what the fuck? Wait a minute. What am I doing? What type of pollen of stench? So, I'm like, this don't make no goddamn sense. So, I'm like, you know what? If niggas want to fight me, this is the time. Because if I go by my FBI file, you feel me? Not the hand-me-down FBI file name. You feel me? Because you can call me that, but you just look up when the name was there. You feel me? I can change my name. You don't have to be everywhere I go. So, you feel me? I go, I'm outside just saying, wait, this shit don't make sense. Because, you feel me? It's glaring at other people like, I don't even like that bitch. You feel me? Yeah, that bitch stank. I know she do. She don't like me to admit it either. Like, they both of them. You feel me? So, they've been practicing. They've been with that stank. So, I'm talking, you feel me? Correct me if I'm wrong outside. And other people that stink. And I'm playing the correct me if I'm wrong game. I'm like, wait a minute. We just admitted that I'm the owner, you feel me? That was gone for a long time. You feel me? That happens. You feel me? When bosses leave and bad workers be hired, they try to leave a stank for the boss to come back and know that they was there trying to fuck up their business. So, I went outside and, other people that stank, but not on the other stank people's side, just was like, this is the time to get at the owner. I'm like, well, bitch, I do remember making your paperwork. You feel me? It's like, who you gonna tell? The people that don't stink? That's a lot of those, you know that, right? That's the ones with the job that you were talking about jumping me with. So, then, someone that chose to get a job and know they couldn't stink to get the job drove past the work car, and I'm yelling and shit like that. So I was just like, their job is, that's when they can, you feel me? They know, like, they was told by Voila, don't get out the car if you see someone just sitting, you feel me? But if it's a problem, you feel me, then you can park. So, drove past, and he rides with the heat wave to give the warning out like a fucking watchdog or some shit for the owner to lose their place. Like, oh, he's mad now. This is not the time for us to act cool. You feel me? So they fucked up with his conjunction because they talking about, oh, that's not him, that's not him, that's not. And then he stopped, saw the heat wave, and was like, wait a minute, the clean people saying. So then the stank lady, called the military number, right? And the military number is saying, who are you calling on? And they're like, oh, it's another guy. And it was like, it's another. I'm like, you cannot, you feel me? We're not about to play the Green Goblin game. You feel me? You're not about to cry in the burning home and think we're going to run in there and kill ourselves. If we can tell you're lying. So, they sent someone out to get fired. You feel me? Correct me if I'm wrong. You feel me? Because, Green Goblin gang. And dude came, Sandy Springs police came through. And you feel me? I was like, you feel me? Y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas want to jump me. And I'm like, I guess it makes sense. You feel me? The FBI found. So, dude, he was like, hey. And I'm looking at him like, do you know how serious this is to play dumb? You feel me? So I'm not saying nothing. And he's listening to all the other people trying to say him saying nothing means this. What? So I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying a damn thing. And I'm telling them, I'm not about to open my mouth if you talking about I'm saying something. So then he's like, you're not saying nothing. Okay. So, he said, is there a problem? I was like, you're not saying nothing. I was like, okay, cool. So, then he was like, is there a problem? I was like, well, the division work car drove by and stopped and tried to throw my heat wave at me like a Kamehameha blast or some ricochet thing, and all he did, and you feel me? Surprise! My heat wave isn't gonna scare me. And then it was like, because it was just like. So then, came through with my heat wave, you feel me, or my title, whatever it is, correct me if I'm wrong. And I was like, well, the work car came through with my heat wave and gave me my check. Do you see how when I said the heat wave, it was the same as the one that they said, well, that's up to him if you're fired? Was on the same. And he was like, yeah, your neighbors. I was like, my neighbors? And then he was like, well, what can I call them? I was like, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up and call them tenants. We talk about me getting jumped and you ignoring all of that. So you feel me? He was like, oh yeah, tenants. And I was like, yeah, it starts with an F now. You guys are trying, man. You didn't have to go back there. Now that's how badly it stinks. So now crazy people came through next. You feel me? Georgia crisis. And this is what really makes it bad. You feel me? Like I said, I'm the first one to goddamn raise my hand. You feel me? To answer a question. Teachers don't like me. You feel me? When I'm smart, you feel me? How teachers don't like you when you're smarter than them. So, crazy people came through like, hey, but they try to walk with my heat wave. One dude though, he was cool. He didn't walk with my heat. You feel me? That's normal. You feel me? My heat wave protects people. Shivery cold, newsies. You feel me? Like I was saying. So two people came first, and one was trying to walk like obey. And the other one was like, that's up to the goddamn security. So, you know, they was like, what's the problem? I was like, I can't even goddamn say I want a nickname because they didn't seen Harry Potter and notice when they opened the door it was synchronized to some wealth. So, you know, I'm like, I can't even give myself a nickname and I'm the problem. Like, so, you know, they was like, you want to come down there? And I was like, no, not if you gonna like try to slap me and tell me ignore that shit. You feel me? Like, he's like, she's not gonna. Wait a minute. He was like, correct me if I'm wrong, gang. So, you know, I'm talking to him. I'm talking about how I remember myself as a spirit, and you know, people aren't mature enough to make the joke about if the mother traps their kid, because you know, if the mother, you feel me, in the end, who am I to say a spirit shouldn't exist? The only way I could say something don't exist is if I try to concrete the abstract, you feel me? If I try to put concrete over the dirt, you feel me? But in the end, the concrete is still gonna crack when the dirt builds up. Little poem for y'all, you feel me? How cool. But you know, so so yeah, so I'm like, we can't even make a joke about like a mother trapping the kid. You feel me? So I was telling him we was talking, but you know he was cool. Communication was on par. He said he was from the Virgin Islands. I was like, oh, so great. So you understand? So you know about people going from tall to midgets, keeping the comedic story, and midgets being the real giants, and the giants being kids. You feel me? Like, so you know, like yeah. So we talk about all this stuff. I broke down the whole monetary system. How much I'm trying to talk about. Well, I'm safe. You feel me? If this is a problem about people don't want to be a team, I'll go be a team somewhere else. But it's not about that. It's about people trying to jump me. I keep saying, I will go be a one-man army team by myself. But it's not about that. It's about people trying to jump. If it's about people trying to jump me, then the jump need to get done with. And then we'll see what it looks like after that. But if we still worrying about getting jumped and all the stuff that's getting said in front of it, they coming to me talking about, oh, I was about to get jumped because of you. Hey. So you know, I still want to talk about the mother trapping the kid, but couldn't. So I brought up Tesseracts, and he's like, I get what you're saying. You feel me? I kind of know what Tesseracts is when I was talking about monetary system. You feel me? Kids being money. You feel me? And yeah, and I was like, and I talked about citizen arrests. You feel me? Why people try to bully people? They try to do their own citizen arrest. That's what the Newsies is really about. And then I talked about the real reason for Tesseracts is, you feel me, what the Federal Reserve Notes is. The Federal Reserve Notes is the pyramid representing the FBI been off work, you feel me, but still work, you feel me. And because you feel me, they just gotta go in, you feel me, to show you like people is wealthy as hell now that is just doing service for the community, you feel me. So it's either, so people just go in and work, you feel me, and be like, well, we just put this principle there, so if people come here, when they don't get the pyramid, and just get the ego with the arrows, which ego represents the citizen arresting people. You feel me? Who you feel me being citizen arrested. So I talked about Tesseract, and I was like, if you put your kid in a Tesseract, that means you're a mother. You feel me? Like that means, you feel me? Because you're going to know what's good for your kid. But if you don't do, you feel me, those things, then you're trying to do a citizen arrest. Because we still talking about me being jumped, you feel me? So, hee ha ha, lucky y'all. and so he made me feel good about myself. He was like, you know what? If someone need their ass whooped, I'm glad it's gonna be from you. I'm like, thank you. That's all I was trying to say. Is people gonna root for me when I swing on somebody? Because I'm not. You feel me? Because, woo. So, now, after a great amount of time went by, somebody else came by. You feel me? And he said he's from Trinidad and Tobago. And I was just like, oh, well, you know about midgets being the real giants and giants being kids. Because, that's how parents protected their family when they was too big of a prestige in the community. They started making the kid walk around like the parent, you feel me? And the parent walk around like the kid. So, that's why it's easy to see when someone might be around somebody that's not part of the family, because they don't do that midget to giant thing. So, Michael Jackson did that, you feel me? So, you feel me? Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's where, you feel me, different alias come about. Okay, that kid was under Michael Jackson as a giant, you feel me? You feel me? Seen the whole thing and made the mother be able to live as a kid, and now Billie Jean makes sense. So, this dude came through, and you feel me, the whole atmosphere is different, you feel me? But he's trying to talk in my organized clout, my organized humidity, because it's just like, why does hair get fuzzy if you trying to tell me there isn't, like, and this is weird, I'll be like, humidity is organized, and people be like, I don't know. I'm like, why you stink? Oh, you don't know. So, like I said, dude came through, so I was organized, you feel me? I talked about citizen arrest so he won't be attacked by appreciating how organized I am in that atmosphere, and people and my hate mail just around me, and they think that's a way to attack my senses. So I was like, well, I do that citizen arrest, so you can say that I'm not that detective, or you can say that I don't have the title of the high rank, but I do. You feel me? But you feel me? My body language says I'm a prospect of the most efficient citizen arrest, if you don't want to give me credit for being the most efficient citizen arrest. So, I don't have to be the best citizen arrester, but if I'm a prospect of the best citizen arrester, you feel me? I'm better than a good amount, you feel me? So, and he come back after everything I was talking about, and saying, look, I can't even say this and that at this time, and be like, what's your name? Why don't you? I don't want to ask them. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck away from me. He trying to make me go backwards. He came through and admitted you have no choice to be jumped. Now tell me, how we going to jump you? I was like, all right, hold on. Because I just talked to A and B for a long ass time here now. You say you from the Caribbean. And Caribbeans do not get down like that. And then he was like, where's your date of birth? Well, I see you pinpointing a certain energy. Why do you want me to admit it? You know, that shit was weird. You came here and was like, all right, bitch. And I'm like, all right. Am I, you feel me? Like, I'm like, I said, if you had different ancestors, would you claim someone else in your family? No. Okay, so if I have different ancestors than somebody, I will not claim them in my family. It's that simple. You feel me? So, you know, I'm just, people, you feel me? Then told them all about work car coming. The work car came back around. And he like, oh yeah, police came by, you know, yeah, well, you know, that's a lot of stank. Because we're playing correct me if I'm wrong. And we're trying to correct y'all. But y'all got banned for the game and trying to run with. So yeah. So then a minute started talking just about that. Then, you know, they confirmed I'm not crazy. You feel me? I'm in the crisis. You feel me? For being a smell good person with many procedures other than grabbing soap and saying they're gonna have to give me the benefit of the doubt that I'm clean. And ETZ. And yeah, this is where it really got worse, you feel me? This is where you feel me. So, you know, confirm that, you know, it's just a lot of people that need to be fired, and they know you have the keys to being fired. So this is what he told me, you feel me? A lot of people need to be fired and are fired, but not leaving when they're told to walk out because they want to stink on people. Like he's saying, this is coronavirus, you feel me? You feel me? And the stank is supposed to cause a disease because of, you feel me? That's what happens when the buildup of bacteria from other stank things come together, or low frequency things come together. And we're talking about beating it before it really becomes a disease, because the people dying are the people trying to cause the disease. It's not the people that want the cure. So, you feel me? That's the difference between what's happening and other things. So, he's like, yeah, and they see you have the keys to give the ultimatum. So they like, if they can give you an ultimatum, because they already know they're going to get out, you feel me? Then maybe, just maybe, everybody else will So, you know, because the main thing says, well, how do you get FBI files? Like, that's kind of hard, you feel me? And it's just like that right there. They admitted you update FBI files. That right there just shows you they're just trying to jump you. I was like, you slick. I'm like, CSI, CIA, you feel me? You feel me? Just to show you we human beings. It's the stink people that try to put this other attention to keeping the community. And the reason our community can't go outside is because it was anticipated that the stink was going to get this bad. And then so you know, I'm like, well, you know, I'm not just like you came up here, and then that car came past before I came downstairs, and I said, you see how he has this heat wave around him to be able to go to his car, and he walked away with his car, and his engine was starting, and he wasn't scared of no one robbing the car. You feel me? Like, voila. If you take away the endorsement or the sponsorship of the nickname, you feel me? If this was all in silence, you will see the silent pinpoint. You feel me? So you know, head ass, stank ass people. So, you know, people looking at other comedians, right? And it's like, I'm looking for that D. Ray Davis funny. I'm looking for that D-Lel bitch. Are you telling me I'm the ancestor and I need to make the same damn jokes? Slick, right? Hey, that don't make sense. You feel me? This is more funny because it's now. So, you feel me? Mike Epps, Chris Tucker, head asses. So, you know, I went back upstairs, came downstairs, and, you know, that silent jumping thing started happening again, of threats, like, I don't want him to hear. If he hears, you feel me? And I'm like, and they like, he's not trying to hear. Y'all want him to hear. So I started beatboxing, and they started stanking to the beatbox. Talking about some. I had to move out the way, and I was up talking about there ain't no such thing as evolution. Boy, I was like, oh, so, you know, I couldn't stop beatboxing because then they was gonna. You know how like a beat ends with a dramatic phase. You know, that's the one part no one want. You feel me? So I had to save the people that they was around. I keep beatboxing until they started to walk the other way. Then, you know, I came back in my crib with knowing that the cops showed up and it's that energy. You feel me? You feel I'm just an adult. You feel me? I can say what it is. You know, it's so, then, yeah. So what am I supposed to do, y'all? What can the owner do if everybody has to move off cognitive dissonance because the owner hasn't showed up in so long in other people's eyes that people would be like, we have to leave? You feel me? Like, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm the owner. I confirmed, like, Becky knew me before I left. Well, take that up with Becky. You right. You right. I need to get ready to get jumped. Do you feel me? Because what can I do? Like, you feel me? You feel me? You feel me? So they talked and they was like, now look, the only reason why I'm not telling you you can't talk about any of this stuff is because you're trying to threaten me not to bring it up. And that means you oversaturatedly know the truth already. Because I would have brought up, he's saying that's not his name. You feel me? And you feel me? He went from giant to midget, and now you're calling him the giant. You feel me? And it's like you feel me? I would have let you give your 2 cents and told you it doesn't make sense if it didn't, and you already know it don't make sense. So that means you just trying to jump him. And they was like, you feel me? The only thing I can really tell you off of all the shit that you just came down here and confirmed you already know is you can't follow him. Tell me why this thing bitch talk about something. Trying to mock me for that not being my name and thinking that it's gonna hold me in the phase. But I'm the mother. The mother can follow these kids. I'm like, no. They're like, no, you cannot do that. You tell me all that. Wait a minute. Do not mock someone else's mother. You feel me? So, I'm like I said, I'm just in a predicament of people have to go off the cloud of cognitive dissonance. I don't know if something's been done already, like Flash or something. But yeah, it was like, that's all you've been doing every time. You've been mocking them about how much he cares about his family. And like, I have to make sure they have this. I have to make sure they have that. I'm like, well, bitch, you're talking about someone that don't stink. That's one way to know it's not you. So, people have cognitive dissonance. That's why I'm gonna just get yelled at. Unless I can get through all of that in time before the cognitive dissonance approaches, you feel me? Or I'm gonna have to hear it, then be like, I told you so. Because that's the only two things that are gonna happen. Is either I'm gonna told you so faster, sooner than later, or later than sooner. So, and this is where it really gets bad, right? Everybody with eyes can see that I move like authority. You feel me? I move like authority. You feel me? You feel me? So, and everybody with eyes can see that me as authority, the only people telling me that I'm not authority is people under my watch. You feel me? For being arrested and can't move around a lot without, you feel me, getting in trouble. So as I talk, I'm just, you feel me, like excuse me, no, you know that there's not gonna be a repeat. You feel me? I still remember, you feel me, and all this, and you feel me. People in the background like, that's not funny. I know. You're not even supposed to be listening. You feel me? The jokes is about y'all. I'm glad if you are mature enough to laugh at yourself, but you need to do better. And you feel me? It gets to the point where it's just like the people that I watch from my citizen arrest see how popular I am from the outside looking in, and they talking about some. He's that popular, and they talking about how they wouldn't be able to keep it up. So I'm just like you. Oh, you didn't make this part funny, and you've been always catching the parts that I'd be like, oh, is he that funny? Then he gonna be funny right here. Oh, you didn't make. Well, that means I'm just like you, because I wouldn't be able to keep that popularity up. I'm like, bitch, no one told you to watch me. You watched when I'm funny and talking about because I wasn't funny after the zillionth goddamn time. You noticed I was consistently funny, and you didn't said for the goddamn zillionth fucking time that you wouldn't have been funny. The one time that I chose not to make a joke no more, just the one time that people isn't in the void of knowing who I am, no one has to talk about it. You talking about I ain't it. So you feel me? I'm people think I'm about to end right there. So I got a story for y'all. This is the story. All right. I don't know what I'm about to talk about. Okay, I never know what I'm about to talk about. But really, what it is people can't see my next move. So when they can't see my next move, you feel me? You might see some stank around me or somebody follow me talking about something. I don't know what I'm about to say. What the? You damn right, bitch. You don't know what you about to say. I'm about to beat your ass. Pull up. The fuck? What you mean? Because you can't see my move, you don't know what you about to say. We not the same people. You feel me? That confirmed it. You feel me? You not about to have X-ray visions inside my head. You feel me? They act like they had X-ray visions inside my head. And so, I don't know what I'm about to say and said it out loud. No. You try to stare at me. I went in a spot where I said it's okay for you to watch from here. And then you said you was only watching to claim to be me. What type of goddamn Cinderella, Harry Potter, but this Dumbledore? So then I'm gonna give y'all another. So I'm OCD, alright? I'm very OCD. I'm an OCD person badly. Like, I'm so OCD that I invented new ways to be OCD, okay? Like, I'm so OCD that I can be a teacher on accident, you feel? So you feel me? If someone tells me, oh, because you feel me, they know, how people, they look at OCD people as crackheads, right? So, that's how they try to joke with OCD people. They try to call OCD people retarded and shit like that. So, they looking for parts to where I'm OCD at to then walking the way, and then I'd be like, I need to do that right now, right? So, like I said, I'm so OCD that I'm ready for that stupid shit. You feel me? I'm ready for all that. So, you feel me? You feel I'm OCD about my hair, etc. So, that's what people really thought they got me at when you feel me, when I started growing my dreads at. But then it's just a fucking afro, but twisted. But yeah, so I'm very OCD, very OCD. So they like, if we stink on him and he always smell good, he gonna go crazy. Bitch, if you stink on anybody that smell good, that right there, right there, you feel me? And so let me give y'all an example. So I maneuver in a way that I'm OCD about people knowing that I'm lethal. You feel me? So I'm, you feel me, lethal, like catch my thoughts of how I'm gonna swing on you, even if we're not fighting seriously. Feel me? So I teach people martial arts 24/7. So like I'm very OCD about like people knowing how and when and where I will attack at. So you feel me? I'm known. Nigga, I'm the definition of infamous. You feel me? So I'll go around my cousins. You feel my youngins, and the first thing I do is I step, and I'll be like, now if I was the person thinking like that, you feel me? Oh, this over and over again. Or I'm like, if you was the person thinking like that, you feel me? Step again. If you was the person thinking like that, you feel me? The whole arsenal, you feel me? And you feel me? They be like, well, you would have beat my ass. Too shy. You feel me? But so I'm OCD of people knowing like I'm not about to swing on nobody for no reason. I made sure people know the difference between, you feel me? So my youngins started walking around like, if you mean fake, fake people, or the description of fake, trying to claim to be part of an agency or gang. They're like, wait a minute, my big brother. they just come in and be like, I already know you got it done. So the story about me being OCD about make sure people know what I'm gonna do. So everybody hears about what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it. How lethal I am. So that's why it's a joke on me being jumped. People ready for me to end it and make sure they fuck up the theme and a round of applause. So I might just, you feel me, do a whole martial arts class, a whole quiet clairvoyance martial art class before I talk to anybody. You feel me? You know how people like, oh, look at that weirdo just walking around. You feel me? That's what makes it weird for someone to follow me. So I might be walking with my youngins, or you feel me, and then just step out one way and start playing basketball, because people want to get their ass beat out the basketball, and then I might walk away, walk around, then walk back up, because I just gave a whole class about if you see someone just walk away, what do you need to be ready to think about? Okay, if you see someone that, you feel me, just know common sense and clairvoyance and people's, so no one can try someone's senses and then someone sarcastically make this person swing on them because they didn't call them so dumb that they deserve, you feel me, to just let them show a little intelligence. So yeah, so I'll make sure none of that happens. Then I'll come back, and then, you know, everybody, you feel me? I just gave a whole martial arts class, so so now I'm Karate Kid in this bitch. You feel me? The sensei wax on, wax off. They waiting to approach me and talk about, I want to go against him. The bitch is not about to go that way. I did not walk the other way to tell them that they about to get in a fight. You about to get your ass beat by me. And then, you feel me, it get quiet down. They're like, okay, he gonna want to be the one giving out the ass whooping. So, they be like, fight accepted without saying anything, you feel me? Now they walking away, you feel me? And doing everything that I just made sure I was like, it's a code red if that happens. So you feel me? You didn't come to the party to start a code red. I didn't come to the party to start a code red. I came to the party to know that I have it handled. You feel me? And they just doing all this weird shit. But notice and just staring at me like, he doesn't look like he wants to fight. Maybe I'll win. We just gonna give a moment of silence. You feel me? We just gonna give a moment of silence right there. You feel me? So I done just swung on everybody. You feel me? Swung on everybody. And everybody's okay with me swinging on them. You feel me? So they, now everybody, so now they laughing. They're like, if I kill everybody, maybe we can laugh later. So, everybody's all riled up, like, oh, I know this person did not just ignore the whole class session. About get all your anger out and come here and don't start no shit. You feel me? If you want to call it that at the most. You feel me? So, now people goddamn showing that, you feel me, they're not about to put their guard down because this person is then just went in their thinking chair or some shit and gave Blue's Clues. And, so, now everybody's just, you feel me, athletically ready for sport. You feel me? You want to do sport. If people want to fight, sportsmanship fight. You feel me? Since someone talked about, he just swung on everybody and they just laughing. Man, what if I killed? You feel me? Like, you're saying you're going to try to imagine killing this in your head? Y'all get what I'm saying? So, now, people just playing you feel me, playing shadow basketball. No one's boxing, you feel me? Everybody's playing a shadow hockey and trying to avoid hitting them into the glass. And you got them lame haters in the audience got them talking about, shoot his ass. Get him. Shoot his ass. You already know, security. So, after that point, it's time to get out the game, right? It's time to get out the game, you feel me? But people can't just get off stage or tour or out the game So, people was goddamn cleaning up and giving their little goodbyes and how much they respect me for starting a martial arts class with shadow, you feel me, with shadow capacity without even you fighting, and because it was, you feel me, and now this person talking about some goddamn bro, if you don't get your ass, no, go sit down. No one wants you to, you just ducked and said, after all this goddamn talking about, you then made a tactic to say, I'm gonna make it look like I'm ducking to clean up. And then nobody tell your stupid ass that they wanted you to help. So, now it's goddamn musical chairs of who's going to go home with the premeditated murderer. And this nigga talking about some goddamn, the one they chose is polite. I leave it at that, y'all. My name is Jesus Christ. Y'all have a good one.